Hello there, YouTube! Welcome to Night's Arcade. I'm Sleepless Knight, and I have a special guest with me today who'll be familiar to you from episode of Night Tales. If you watch Night Tales, he's my stoic shipmate, a fellow from across the Atlantic, and the only person I've ever actually heard use the phrase "gee willikers," Kuzuri-San.
Hello, everybody.
So we're just going to give you just a few of our thoughts. We thought on, you can probably see way in the distance there, you can probably see, because we're at Ancient Spire Outpost, which is the closest outpost to the Devil's Roar. So you can probably see in the distance there one of the islands erupting. I don't know which one that is. We haven't actually been to them all yet. We just toured around a few. So, I don't know, tell us what you thought, Kuzuri-san. So what do you think was your first impressions of the Devil's Roar?
I love it! Oh my god, this is the best! Gee willikers, I loved it. It was really neat, really cool. I like what they did. I like the ambiance. The designs are really nice. I'd like to be able to dig a little bit more into the story when we get the chance, which I'm sure you can go over. I liked it. I liked the rowboat mechanics. I think they did a good job.
Yeah, I think actually the robot, that's the first thing that we did. So we came in earlier on. Look at that, and a beautiful sunrise. Wow, couldn't ask for more. Look at that.
Ah, yes.
So I don't know whether you guys are actually going to be seeing this. You know what? I'll throw in the beautiful sunrise if I've moved on from this point, because we've been capturing a load of videos so that we can show you a few things of like the Devil's Roar that we've seen. But we've only just sort of, you know, we've just sort of hit the tip of the iceberg, really. We just scraped the paint off the surface. It's not, we haven't done a great deal. But the first thing we did was we went to collect...
And the ship.
A rowboat. Yeah, oh yeah, we sank the ship first thing we did. Yeah, that's true, yeah. Sank the ship. So, sank the ship somehow. I don't even know how we did that. We didn't even reach the Devil's Roar. I think we sank it. Oh, ironically, at Shipwreck Bay. We got shot at and then sank the ship. So that was before we got there.
Oh,
we went and picked up a rowboat, went into the first island. I can't remember what it was called. I'll throw it up on screen when I can, you know, I can't remember at the moment. But so we headed inland there. It was really sort of dark. You know, you could see all the volcanoes spewing molten lava and ash and stuff like that. We didn't...
Fiery death.
Well, we haven't swum through any boiling water yet, have we? We've seen it around other islands.
We've seen it, but we have not swum through.
Yeah, but we haven't. Well, you can't, of course. You just die quite quickly, apparently. But you know, it's like
it'll hurt for a minute, and then that'll be about the end of it.
Yeah. Boiled, sleepless night, boiled night. Nice, has a nice ring to it. I like that. So
beans in a fine Chianti.
The rowboat mechanic is great. You know, it's a little bit difficult. It's a little bit awkward, but you know, like anything else, I think in this game or any other, you know, you're gonna get used to it after a while, aren't you? You know, it's a little bit difficult to steer. And then we learned the bit with the shoulder buttons and the triggers. So you hold one of the shoulder buttons on your controller and then pull a trigger on the other side, and you can make the turning circle a little bit tighter. So yeah, that was cool. We haven't really had much cause to use the rowboat yet. One of the first islands we got to was, you know, they were all sort of blasting us up into the air with geysers, which Kuzuri-san here thought was absolutely hysterical.
Loved it. That was
loved that, didn't you?
Fun stuff right there.
And of course,
and if you're fortunate enough to land right on the land afterwards, it will take a significant chunk of health off you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we found out.
We fought some skeletons in the Isles there. We've picked up some little bits of trophies, and we came across Grace at Morrow's Peak Outpost, which is the outpost within the Devil's Roar. So we came across Grace and we talked to her, and so we now know, you know, we're looking for crew members and
figurehead.
The figureheads are parts of a figurehead for a ship or something like that. But you know, we've only found one so far, but we're going to delve a lot more deeply into it tomorrow. But we just wanted to give you our sort of first impressions, and you know, it looks great. It's, you know, lots of ominous music, a whole new area of the map to explore, which is significant. If you haven't played it yet, you definitely should. I mean, there are several islands. There are quite a lot of them. There's only one outpost in there, I think. There's only one outpost. And some of the islands are quite
That's
large.
all I could see. Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the islands are quite large, and there are a lot of sort of smaller ones. But yeah, it looks fun. We did the thing that Kuzuri-San here and I normally do, which is we saw an element of danger that looked exciting, and we sailed straight towards it. And what happened to us?
Well,
Probably killed.
I believe I blew up significantly, and then I believe you followed right behind me with a significant blow up of your own.
Oh yeah. Hit by some sort of molten rock to the face. Yeah, not good for you, not good for the ship. Just a whole bunch of not good.
Nope.
But you get these little warnings, earth tremors and things like that, and you can fly off the island. You can decide to leave at that point. At least that's what I got the impression from the trailer, but I didn't see actually any of the islands that were shaking erupt behind us or anything. Did you?
No, it was just the earthquakes, and we thought it was going to happen. A lot of geyser action. Nothing erupted after the earthquake. In fact, the earthquake lasted, I'd say, maybe a minute and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was calm as could be, calm as it is right now.
Yeah. It's it's perfect. It's a reasonably nice place there when the sun comes out, but when it goes dark, it does definitely look very ominous. And as you could probably see when the video started, I mean, it's broad sunlight at this point in the video, but as you could probably see when the video started, we had you could see the little erupty bits out there in the distance. And we had a look at some of the clothing items. You can see Eric's got some of those on now. Should we stand up, buddy? Let's take a look at this.
There you go.
So why don't you talk us through what you're wearing, mate? What's this?
Well, I got myself a lovely little hat from the Crawler collection.
Okay, yes.
You'll notice that it looks quite lovely.
It does.
The coat is part of the Kraken set.
Okay.
As well as the peg leg that I'm currently bouncing up and down on very realistically. And
a Kraken peg leg. Yeah, I can see the
also
eye.
from the yeah. He's a little eye. He stares at you. Look into my leg. And then I got the Kraken belt. Look into my belt.
Oh no, that's not right.
Don't look into my belt. Never mind. Don't look in the. Yeah, no.
No, you know what? I'm gonna sit back down.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Perfect eyesight for my Kraken belt.
Oh, dude, no,
right
save
there.
it, save it.
Oh, there it is. That's the thumbnail.
No.
Right there. There you go. Kids, divert your eyes.
Oh dear. So yes, as you can tell, we're a little bit sort of punchy. We've been playing around in there a bit. We got killed a couple of times, but we had a little bit of fun. We did run across one crew. I don't know what happened to that guy. One of them hitched a ride with us on the way back out. But it seems to me like, as with most things, the sort of the PvP aspect of this, and when you've got players wanting to take pot shots at you at every opportunity, seems to ramp up as you get close to release of new content, when they've done everything that they can, and all there is left for them to do is take pot shots at other players. But when you get new content like this, and I noticed it before with the cursed sails, there wasn't so much of that. You could just people just mind their own business for a while. But yeah, we saw a few ships in there and nobody shot at us. We got into alliance with one, and
very friendly.
Yeah. And definitely the only deaths we've had today have been all down to us. So yeah, we're going to do a little bit more of this over the weekend, and we're going to play as we normally do when we've got some spare time. We'll sort of delve into this. I was going to tell you actually that I've got some changes coming up in my life, but it doesn't. I went out to have a look at something today that was going to make a major change and a bit of an upheaval, but that's sort of delayed for the moment. So, and I think Kuzuri-San was almost had a major change of his own coming up, but that didn't come up either. So yeah,
that didn't happen. That didn't happen either. So
no, so things are
we're still here.
Yeah,
we're all still here with you.
More or less the way they are. We got some word about, for those of you who love in the Night Tales series with myself and Kuzuri-San, we absolutely love making that show, and we are going to continue doing it with other multiplayer games. That's our plan anyway. So yeah, we're going to Fallout 76 is the next one, but whether or not we'll be able to get on at the same time on Fallout 76, because we learned today Bethesda released a thing that said the servers won't be active 24 hours a day. They'll be open at certain windows, and since we live 5,000 miles apart, that can be a little bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Because
Now that was just to clarify, just to clarify, that is as far as the beta is concerned right now.
Yes.
They haven't said anything about the full game once it releases. It's going to be the same shenanigans or not. Hopefully it won't. But whether or not we'd be able to do anything with the beta and give you guys a preview if we can do it together, yet to be seen.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, yes, good point. Good point. Well made. Yes, I should have pointed that out. Yeah, that is for the beta only. So what's going to happen when the main game of Fallout 76 is released? I don't know. But do you want to?
We're going to die a lot.
Oh
God,
a
whole lot. We're going to die. Death and dismemberment and dying and
and
laughter and probably a lot of foul language and some new sound besides the chicken cluck
exactly.
and dying.
Because that's just what we do, we die, we make mistakes.
Yes. We are known for our death.
And we have no intention of doing things any differently. If you want to watch people do things perfectly every time, you are on the wrong channel, baby. So, there you go.
Yeah.
So you can
we'll
head
show
over.
you what not to do.
You can. So we're going to leave it there anyway. You'll have seen a few things because I'll have thrown a few bits of video in there of the things that we've encountered. But yeah, we're liking it so far. We might show you another different one in a couple of weeks when the cargo runs come up. But as I said, with Fallout 76 beta approaching, we don't really know what's going to happen with our schedules and what kind of things we're going to do. But as always, you can follow me on Twitter at Knights_arcade. You can follow the Kuzuri-San on Twitter. Can you remember what your Twitter handle is?
Hell no, I can't even remember what I ate for breakfast this morning.
Right, okay. Well, I'll tell you what.
It's something.
I'll put it on the screen. You can see it on the screen. It's right there.
It'll be right there.
We can't
right
see
there.
it, but you'll be able to see it. So I'll put it on there. So you can follow Kuzuri-San. And I will send a link and a card across to his channel. There isn't a great deal on it at the moment because, there's upheaval in both our lives at the moment. But he has big plans for the future, don't you, buddy? You got things that you're planning to do in the future?
I do, yes. There's going to be some changes to the channel because it's still so very, very, very young and new and only a couple of videos on there. Things are going to change. I wasn't doing myself nor my channel nor the 24 viewers any kind of justice, so there'll be some changes very, very soon.
Yeah,
and we'll go from there.
Yeah,
but yes, there will be changes.
Cool,
beautiful changes, beautiful, lovely changes.
Right then, well, you're going to be able to catch up with us playing Forsaken Shores and just doing our general foul ups and adventures all over Sea of Thieves, and in the very near future, Fallout 76. In episode of Night Tales, if you want to watch those. If you haven't watched them yet, I recommend it. What we usually do is we do those on the YouTube Premiere system. Not always, not every time, but most of the time we put them on as YouTube Premieres, which means the first time they air, for those of you who don't understand what the YouTube Premiere system is, because I know not all YouTube creators have it yet, because it's just in its test phase. So what it is that it's a normal YouTube video. The video isn't live. The video's already been recorded and scheduled to be released at a certain time, as most normal videos are. The difference with the premiere is that you can come in. We're watching it the first time it airs. We're watching it with you if you're watching it at that time, and we're usually available to talk to you and answer any questions in the live chat. So that's what that is. If you haven't watched any of those, check them out. I'll put a link to that on the screen and the card on the screen as well. And you can, if you subscribe to the channel and ring the little notification bell, you'll get a notification about the premieres when they're coming up anyway, as with all my other videos. But that's it from me and Kuzuri-San, so say goodbyes, Kuzuri-San.
Goodbye, Kuzuri-San.
Good man. There we go. So from Knights Arcade,
yes,
this is Sleepless Knight and Kuzuri-San
saying
nighty-night.
Nighty-night all.